Hey you guys, my name's Tom, your neighborhood butcher, and welcome into the channel. Today we're going to shop and check out all the ads for your local grocery stores. We're going to shop and check out California ads, Nevada ads, and Arizona ads. We're going to shop places like California or Safeway. We're going to shop places like Albertsons, Bashas, Cardens, Stater Brothers, Fry's, Smith's, Vaughn's, Ralph's, Smart&Final, and Food for Less. I believe you can shop just a few locations in your local areas and save money over, say, going to your Walmarts and your Costco's, even your Winco's and your Sam's Club. I think you can shop local and keep these local grocery stores competitive in the market. We really need these smaller grocery store chains to level out the price in the market so that places like your Costco's and your Walmarts have to stay competitive in the market so that they can bring in business as well. And I'm going to show you how to go to these grocery stores and save money on these hot front page items. For say that burger for Taco Tuesday or that amazing grilling steak that you're going to impress your friends on the weekend with. You betcha. We're going to go through this journey together and we're going to have some fun shopping through the local grocery store ads. Let's get at this, you guys. But hey, please, before we get started, take just a moment and hit that free subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a penny. There's no paywalls, there's no nothing. It's just a free subscribe button. And hey, if you like me, hit that like button. Just keep me in the algorithm. I would appreciate that. All right, let's go on this journey together. Now, unfortunately, the Safeway California ad is a bit different than, say, your Safeway Nevada ad and Safeway Arizona ad. So we're going to do these individually and see if we can save some money. You betcha. All right, today at Safeway in California, it looks like we have strawberries and blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. $2.99 each. Now this is only a 6-ounce container, so you might be able to find some better deals on something like this, but that is a pretty decent price for these highly antioxidant berries. Very good. We also have sweet corn, 3 for $1. That's not a bad deal. And then Signature Select boneless skinless breast or thigh for just $3.99. And then we have an Atlantic salmon portion. This is a 7-ounce portion for $5.99. Just a decent deal. But probably one of the better deals is this Signature Farms 80% lean ground beef for $4.99 a pound. As beef prices have went up in the market, unfortunately, so is hamburger. And the $4.99 is a pretty decent price in the market. We also have Lay's, Fritos, Sun Chips, and Popcorners, buy 2, get 2 free. Take a look at that regular retail to make sure you're getting a good deal on these buy 2, get 2 free deals. Sometimes, they'll raise the price up to that regular retail price and then give you the buy 1, get 1, or buy 2, get 2, or buy 2, get 3 free. So you really need to pay attention to these little idiosyncrasies in these ads to really take advantage of them. We have Oro Wheat Bread, Sara Lee, just $3.49. Not too bad. Let's go and take a look at the exclusive digital coupons. Cantaloupe, 97 cents each. Man, that's a great deal. And then we have an exclusive digital deal on USDA Choice Boneless Chuck Steak or Value Pack Roast Mega Pack. So that mega pack's probably going to be a couple big roasts in the pack, but at $5.97, that's a pretty decent price for a chuck roast. But I can tell you this, we're going to find some better prices on chuck roasts as we slide into this, deeper into this market. But that's a pretty good one if you like shopping at Safeway in California. We also have a raw shrimp here, 16 20-count raw shrimp for just $3.97 a pound. My God, let me look at this here real quick. Sold in the 2-pound bag, $3.97 a pound for a 16 20-count. That is the best deal I've seen so far on a good old-fashioned raw jumbo shrimp. And a 16-20 can be considered either a large to extra large shrimp. I don't know if it's quite jumbo, but it's a nice size shrimp for $4 a pound. That's a smoking deal right there. We have an exclusive deal on buy two, get two free Coke products. And these are 12-pack Cokes, Desante water, and looks like some mini 6-packs of Coke as well. Buy two, get two free. Look at that regular retail, you guys. Ritz crackers, Chips Ahoy, just $1.97 each. My lord, that's a great deal. And then a great cereal deal. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, just $1.97 each. Let's take a look. General Mills, it's the 8.9 ounce to 12 ounce box, so it is the smaller box. It's not the huge large boxes, but still $2 for a box of cereal. That's not a bad deal at all. We have Lucerne shredded cheese, sliced cheese, or chunk cheese, just $1.87 each. This is a 6 to 8 ounce pack, so it is the smaller pack, but that's not bad for Lucerne cheese. And then we have just an exclusive deal, Prego mac and cheese, and some sort of signature elbow mac and cheese, or what do we have? Pasta, 97 cents each, and that is a great deal as well. And it looks like you can earn 4 times points on all these items. Man, make sure and take advantage of these points deals, because a lot of these companies are offering fuel discounts, money discounts. They'll send you a little coupon or something like that each and every month with your savings and earnings from these points. It's usually a pretty good deal. Let's keep rolling in this. Earn 4 times points, wave of the savings. Let's see what else we have here. Butter, $2.99. Not bad. Pizza, $3.99. Not bad at all. Tillamook ice cream, $4.49 each. That's a member price. That's not too bad for Tillamook. I can tell you Tillamook cheese, Tillamook ice cream. Boy, Tillamook products in general are just really, really, really good quality in my opinion. We got kettle chips, just $1.99 each. And hey, we have the kids. They're back in school. And Frito-Lay variety snack pack at $8.99 each. This is a 15 to 18 count pack. That's not bad. 2-liter bottles of soda. This is Pepsi products, Rockstar, and Gatorade, just $1.29 each. That's a great deal for a 2-liter bottle of soda. And you're going to save points on top of that, or get points on top of that, excuse me. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else. Clip or click. I don't know why that wasn't coming out very good, but we have Oro wheat bread, just $3.99 each. It's not too shabby. And Tyson nuggets and tenders, just $6.49 each. And then a pretty decent price on Waterfront Bistro. Well, it says fin fish, and you got pink salmon and cod for just $5.99 each. Not too shabby. Cinnamon rolls, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, crescent rolls, and biscuits, $2.79 each. A lot of the times you'll see that product at around $1.99 when it's on a really good sale. So I don't know, that's just a decent deal. Red Baron pizzas, just $4.99 each, and that's a decent deal. Snap Cheez-Its, and Club Crackers, just $2.49 each, and Cube Soda at $12.99 each. That's kind of a high price right there on the cubed Pepsi soda. That's the 24-pack soda. Let's see here. Keep rolling down this ad. And all right, we're getting into some meat deals. Well, here's a boneless chuck roast for $8.99 a pound. That's not so bueno. That's not a very good one. And then we have boneless pork chops, top loin chops, mega pack at $3.99 a pound. That's just okay. And then fresh steelhead trout at $10.99 a pound. And that's just a decent deal as well. Let's keep rolling down this thing. 10 for 10 on lemons. Boy, I love me some lemons. Lemon water. So many different things you could do with lemon. To just add a little tartness to those, drinks or shakes or whatever you're trying to make. Let's see what else we have here. This is $5 Friday. Looks like you have a lobster tail. It's a 3-ounce lobster tail, so not the biggest tail in the world, but $5. And then you also have bratwurst, Johnsonville, at $5 a pack as well. That's pretty good. Doritos, 2 for $5. Not bad. Let's keep rolling down this. Jimmy Dean bacon. Oh my God, don't even look at this price. $8.49 for a 12-ounce pack of bacon. That is super expensive for Jimmy Dean. It's just not that good. Jimmy ain't that good. Lunchables. These are the small Lunchables for those kiddos' lunches. 5 for $5. So $1 a piece on the Lunchables. Now that is a good deal. Let's keep rolling. White Castle sliders, $5.99. Not bad. All right, what else are we rolling here? Raisin Bran Kellogg Extra, just $2.99 a box. These are the bigger boxes, 15.2 to 16.2 ounce. It's not too bad. Buy two, get one free on 7-Up. Regular retail will tell the story. All right, that is about it for the Safeway in California. Now we're going to roll into the Albertsons Safeway. This breakdown is going to cover Nevada stores and Arizona stores. Even if you roll into just an Albertsons, it's going to be this ad right here. And they're running a big deal. They're talking about lower prices. You know, as prices have went up, a lot of these grocery chains, they do that. Oh, we've got the lowest prices. We've reduced 10,000 prices across the whole store. But yet they've jacked up the price and then telling you, oh, we're lowering the prices. Well, they really didn't lower the prices. But let's take a look and see if we can find some decent deals within these. Well, right now we're running a Star Wars Coke deal. Buy two, get two free on Coke products. There we go. $10.99 each. You know, so that's going to make it $5.50 a 12-pack. Not too bad for soda nowadays. Buy two, get two free. You know, we see a buy two, get two free almost each and every week, and at least a few of these chains as we go through these ads. And this week is no different. We got Powerade. Buy two, get two free, and Body Armor. Buy two, get two free. Not bad. So here's your lower prices every day. Well, boneless skinless breast chicken, almost every single week you're going to see a number of competitors running that $2.99 for fresh boneless skinless breast. It's usually their store brand, but you're going to see this on a regular basis. Lower prices, crisp green bell peppers, just 79 cents each. Now that's a decent deal. That's a good one. And then 99 cents on white onions, and then fresh Atlantic salmon for $10.99 a pound. $10.99 a pound, as far as sale-wise, is on the higher side. I would rather see it in the $8.99, even down to the $7.99. That's when you know you're getting a good price on this farm-raised Atlantic salmon. We have russet potatoes, 5-pound bag for just $2.99 each. That's not too bad, but we've seen cheaper in the past, and we'll take a look through these ads and see if we can find a better deal. Just their signature select bread, $2.49 each. And then we have 2 pounds of strawberries, $4.99 each. Not bad, $2.50 a pound. You know, for strawberries, that's decent. Let's keep rolling down this ad. A little more Star Wars graffiti, so to speak. And they're running 20-ounce bottles, buy two, get two free. And vitamin water and smart water, buy two, get two free. So man, they're rolling out the buy two, get two frees. All right, here's where the ad actually starts. And we're looking at a raw easy peel shrimp, 5160 count for just $4.99 a pound, sold in the 2-pound bag. It's raw, it's easy peel, it's gonna have a shell on it, tail on it, $4.99 a pound. It's decent. I like the raw shrimp because you can add your own salt, you can add things to give your specific flavor for the kind of dish you're preparing rather than letting them cook it for you. We have a USDA Choice Boneless Beef Petite Sirloin Value Pack. So it's cut for you. You could probably go to the butcher, and I'll place a video in here on how to slice a petite sirloin when you buy it whole. If you were to ask the butcher, you could probably get a whole piece of that $5.99 a pound. Then you could slice that petite any way you wanted, thin, thick, you know, however you want it. Because I think a thinner petite sirloin rather than an 1.5 inch petite sirloin is better. I mean, you could actually use petite sirloin for a carne asada, for a number of different dishes, you know. But at $5.99 for a decent grilling steak, I'm not telling you the petite sirloin's good. I'm saying it's decent. That's a pretty good price. Assorted chops. Let's see, assorted chops, loin chops, shoulder steaks, or country style ribs at $2.49 a pound. Man, with beef prices going up as high as they are, $2.49 a pound on some pork chops. Man, those make some good grilling chops. And then we have an 80% lean ground beef for just $3.99 a pound, sold in the value pack. That's a good deal. Remember, we saw $4.99 a pound in the California Safeways. So here we go. Premium cherries at $2.99 and avocados at 99 cents each. Now we have a mix and match deal here. Buy two, get two free. Look for the POS. There's a ton of buy two, get two free in our local Safeway stores in Arizona and Nevada. Buy two, get two free. Fritos, Lay's, Popcorners, Cape Cod, Kettle Corn, Schneider's Pretzels. We got Pepsi 12 packs, or actually 15 packs now. Buy two, get two free. Look at the regular retail. Make sure you're getting a good savings. Lucerne cheese. This is the 6 to 8 ounce smaller block like we talked about before. $1.99 each, and that's not bad. Let's keep rolling down this thing. Boneless New York strip steak. Now this is a digital offer. $9.97 a pound. It is a boneless steak. Probably in their service counter, you're seeing $14 to $18.99 a pound, depending on what you're buying. So your side case, or your main shelves, you're buying a New York strip prepackaged, it's probably going to be in that, $12 to $14 a pound range. And the service counter is going to be around $18 a pound. So this $9.97 a pound for a boneless New York strip, it's not too bad. But here's a great deal. Red and green grapes, just 97 cents a pound. These are digital offers, you guys. Go to their website, go to the app, and make sure and clip these coupons so that you can get these savings. Whoa, Yoplait yogurt for 49 cents each. I know it's a lot of sugar, but man, yogurt's good for you. It really is. And then you have mac and cheese for just 89 cents each. That is a great price for one of these little back-to-school deals. The kiddos come home, you're still at work. They can easily whip up a box of mac and cheese for a great snack. Check out these little coupons because there are some decent deals to be had. There's a good deal on Jimmy Dean bacon. Jimmy Dean bacon, it is a 12-ounce product, but $3.97 each. This is more in line of where we want to see a 12-ounce pack of bacon. $3.97 each. That's not bad. And then we have eggs for $2.47 each for a dozen. And then Sara Lee bread, just $2.99 each, and Wonder Bread, $2.49 each. So some decent deals. When you're looking in these little coupons, or wheat bread, $3.99 each. Not bad at all. Save more with digital deals. Honey Nut Cheerios, $1.99 a box. Chips Ahoy, Ritz, $1.99. Not bad. Here's this Fab 5, buy 5 or more. So look for this Fab 5 POS. And these products you can mix and match, and basically it's $1 a piece. So there's a lot of dollar deals if you go looking for them. This is an okay deal here. Boneless beef, chuck roast, cross rib, bottom, eye, top, and petite sirloin roast for $6.99 a pound. So you have the petite sirloin on sale. Maybe they wouldn't sell you the roast for that $5.99 front page item. That's very unfortunate. But I tell you, the petite roast, I'll put up a video on how to cut that up into steaks so that you can produce that piece of meat the way that you want to. Bacon wrap petite or marinated beef kebabs for $7.99 per pound. That's not too bad. And then center cut pork loin chops for $2.99 a pound. Pretty good deal. 21-25 count easy peel raw shrimp for $7.99 a pound. That's not the best deal. And then fresh center cut salmon fillets, marinated, or regular, $11.99. Man, it just depends on what you like. They're running that fresh salmon on the front page for $10.99. But here it is, center cut and marinated for $11.99. I'd rather just buy the one on the front page if it was me. But I bet you we keep looking, we're going to find a better price on Atlantic salmon at another store. So don't keep shopping. Make sure you keep shopping those front page deals. Here's some more digital deals. We got Honeycrisp apples. God, that's one of my favorite apples. They're big, they're crispy, they have just a little tartness, but sweet. That's all at the same time. $1.99 a pound. That's a great price for the Honeycrisp apples. Smoking deal. Jimmy Dean. Looks like sausage. You got your crumbles, you got your patties, your links, and your rolled sausage. $3.99 each. That's just okay. Not the best, not the worst. And then Nathan's Franks, bun length. Lots of different varieties, and ballpark beef franks at $4.99 each. We have seen better deals on those, so that's just okay. Corn, 2 for $1. We've seen better deals on this as well. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have in store. And that's it for the Safeway Albertsons in Arizona and Nevada. All right, let's roll into an Arizona local company, Bashas, known for their produce and usually a pretty good price on ground beef if you really shop their ad. Looks like Utah peaches for just $1.99 a pound and mandarin oranges for just $1.99 each. And this is a 2-pound bag. It's not bad for the mandarin oranges. So $4 for a 4-pound bag. I've seen them in 3s and 6s, and as far as how big these bags are. So that's not too bad for a mandarin orange. Then we have a $5 Friday deal, 3 for $5, 16-ounce strawberry pack, 3 for $5. That's a good deal on strawberries. Yes, yes, yes. Bartlett pears, Gala apples, 99 cents per pound. And here we go, fresh ground beef. This is sold in the value pack or Jennie-O ground turkey, 93% at $3.99 per pound. There's the ground beef deal we've been looking for. We have seen $3.99 and 80% at another store, so this is a very competitive price. Now we have $5 on a beef sirloin tip steak or roast. I like a tip steak. It's not too bad. It's a leaner steak. It's just okay, on the grill. I'm not going to even put it in that good category, but it's decent. But that sirloin tip roast, that is a good roast for $5 a pound. Not bad at all. $1.79 a pound on whole birds, split breast, drumsticks, and thigh combos. That's just okay. $1.49 a pound on country style pork ribs. What I don't like in this is they don't tell you what kind of rib it is. It could be a sirloin rib, it could be a loin rib, it could be a shoulder rib. So they could be producing, just keep making you ribs from whatever they're cutting. Luckily, Bashas does still cut meat, so that is a fresh cut pork that you're buying. And that's a cool thing. 4 for $5 on Canada Dry, 7-Up, A&W, and Squirt 2-liter bottles. Not too bad. Fritos, Ruffles, and Cheetos at $2.99 each when you buy 4 bags. Powerade at 89 cents each. Not too bad. Here's some more $5 deals. Burst vitamin water, 5 for $5, so $1 a piece. And then chips, 3 for $5. Not bad. Cornflakes, Raisin Bran, Pop-Tarts, just $2.99 each, and 5 for $5 on Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Crush, and root beer for $1, a 2-liter bottle. That's a pretty good deal. Only on Fridays, you guys, at the Bashas. Sara Lee bread, 2 for $5, $2.50 each on the bread. That is good. Sirloin country style ribs at $1.99. What else do we have here? Marinated salmon fillet at $10.99. So that beats that, that marinated center cut that we saw in the Safeway stores by $1 a pound. Not bad. Center cut pork chops at $3.99. We saw at the Safeway stores, they're beating that price on the pork, and bone-in ribeye at $12.99 a pound. Maybe $1 or $2 from the regular retail. So just a decent savings. Nothing too spectacular. Farmer John link sausage, maple and classic, $1.99 each. Not too bad. Norwegian salmon, $10.99 per pound. 3140 count raw, peeled and deveined, $5.99 per pound. No mess, no fuss, no nothing. Not bad. Not bad for that one right there. Easy, when you're making that shrimp Alfredo, you want to put a shrimp on a salad, any of those sorts of things, that would be a pretty good product to buy. From the Bashas. Let's keep rolling down this ad. Here's some digital deals. 99-cent large avocados. Not bad. Those are California avocados. Here's a digital deal on a 35-pack of water. Donations. California, Nevada, Arizona. It is smoking hot out there, you guys. 115, 110, 118. Man, if you're feeling like you want to make donations, churches, schools, man, there's just lots of places. Fire departments, you can make donations of water, and they'll hand out water to people in need. Bar S, looks like bologna and Frank's, 3 for $5, not too bad. Lay's chips, $1.99 on the digital deal. Classic cookies, $3.29 each. The 24 packs, here's a decent deal. 24 packs, Pepsi, Crush, and Brisk iced tea, $8.99 each. You get 2 of those. Man, that is a good price. $4.50 a pound or each on a 12-pack. So that's good. I'm impressed with that price. What else do we have? Doritos, buy 2 get 1 free. Take a look at the regular retail. Make sure they're really giving you a decent deal. Buy two, get one free on Pepsi 6-pack canned products. 2 for $5 on Ballpark hot dog buns and hamburger buns. God, I love man, the classic Ballpark bun is, to me, is a staple, in my opinion. Classic Cheez-Its, 2 for $4, $2 a box isn't bad. Jennie-O breast, here we go. Jennie-O breast for 99 cents a pound. Man, you throw that in the crock pot, put that in the smoker, grill that thing. So many different things you can do with a turkey breast. Turkey is not just for November. You can eat turkey all year long and save money, especially with prices being so high right now. Hatch chilies, $1.99 a pound. We talked about Hatch chilies last week. Diced up in your ground beef. Man, there's just so many things you can do with Hatch chilies. Smoke them things, put them in stuff. 69 cents each on corn. That's not bad. Cucumbers at 68 cents each. Here's some more digital deals. Farmland bacon. One of my favorite bacons is Farmland at $2.99 each. Is a smoking deal for that bacon in particular. Take advantage of that price. 2 for $4 on Idaho potatoes. 5 pounds of potatoes for just $2. Not bad. Not bad. You see this at Bashas on a regular basis. They'll run this deal. They'll run a 99-cent bag as well. Jiffy peanut butter. I love that natural peanut butter that they run. It's a very good one at $2.99 each. You know, not too many things, not too much processing in it. It's a good one at $2.99 each. It beats the store brand, that's for sure, and it's a little better for you. Let's keep rolling down this ad. $9.98 for 2 Red Baron pizzas. It's okay, nothing too special. And that's it for the Bashas ad. Some decent deals at the Bashas. Bashas is very competitive and worth sliding into to save some money on those front page items. Now we're going to roll into a really cool store, the little Cardens, Los Altos markets. Beautiful little stores. They're small, quaint, and you know what you're going to find in a Cardens each and every week is a smoking deal on chuck roast and cross rib roast. Today and this week is no different. We have the beef shoulder, clawed, steak, or roast, marinated or not, for $4.99 a pound. Best price so far on a chuck-like piece of meat. Remember, the clawed is going to be this shoulder, the front arm of that cow. And then, of course, the chuck is this part of the cow. So that clawed is a very good piece of meat. At $4.99 a pound, it will definitely shred up and do a lot of good things. And it's a wonderful piece of meat. Pork stew meat at $2.49 a pound. You can do so much with pork. You know, they're making the pork now, which is the beef and pork mixtures. I mean, I'm telling you, pork is so good, tasty, and you can do so much with it. And at $2.49 a pound, already diced up and ready to go. God, I think of the endless possibilities for that. 3 pounds of onions for 99 cents. What are we talking about here? That is a smoking deal. Avocado, large avocado, 99 cents each, and 2 ears of corn for 99 cents each. What do we have here? Just some summer, embrace the summer sunshine. This is a 32-pack of water, 3 for $9.99, $3.33 each. Not bad, not bad. There's the cube soda for $11.99. Now we've seen a better deal at the Bashas, so that's just a decent deal. Powerade at 89 cents each. We have seen a better deal on that, but this is decent as well. It's definitely competitive and in the market. Cheetos and Fritos at $2.49 each. No minimum buy. You can just buy one bag at $2.49, which is cool. Sometimes they make you buy 4 bags. You know, I mean, if I have 4 bags in my pantry, I'm going to eat a bag a day. Let's avoid that if we can. So we have Lunchables for the kiddos going back to school at 99 cents each. These are the little ones, you know, snack packs. You throw them just real quick and easy. They don't even need to be refrigerated for the most part. I mean, you do. You should refrigerate them, but sorry. Let's keep rolling down this ad and take a look at what we got. Here we go, 24-pack Pepsi at $9.99. Now that is a better deal for the cubed soda. 2 12-packs, you know, $5.50 per 12-pack basically. Diced meats, $5.99. That's good, especially if it's that smaller diced meat that you can do in tacos. $5.99 a pound for diced meat is really, really good. And then boneless, skinless breast, marinated or not, at $2.99 a pound. That's a great deal as well. These little Cardens, I'm telling you, there's some decent deals in these stores. Chuck roast, cross rib roast, each and every week, you guys. And usually they run a short rib deal and flanking rib deal as well. So far, I'm not seeing that. Let's see if we see it. 2-liter bottles at $2.39 each. That's just okay. We've seen some better deals than some of the bigger competitors. So 99 cents on spinach, bag spinach, not bad. Ground pork for $3.49 a pound. Man, if you get a great deal on that 80% at $3.99 a pound from other stores, and then you mix this pork, you're making your own pork. You can make a great mixture for just a few bucks a pound. That's a great deal. Let's keep rolling down this ad, see what else we have. 2 pounds for 99 cents on seedless watermelon. 4-pack of corn for $3.99, shucked and ready to go. It's not bad, not bad. Ah, here we go. A flanken style rib and short rib, but only $8.49 this time. I have seen them cheaper. They fluctuate on this price up and down from $6.99 all the way up to $8.99. So this week is in the higher. They're trying to make a little profit off you, unfortunately. Pork ribs, $3.99 a pound, and beef shank at $4.69 a pound. That beef shank is a really good piece of meat for all you guys that like that bone marrow, you know, making those soups. You know, you'll get that beautiful bone marrow in your soups. $4.69 for the shank is not bad at all. Looks like chicken drumsticks at $1.39 a pound. That's not bad either. Let's keep rolling down this ad. The tilapia. This is almost every week. $4.49 a pound. Fresh tilapia fillet. That's a great price, you guys. And I think that's about going to do it for the Cardenas. There's Cardenas all over the place. Arizona, Nevada, and California. You can get the Los Altos Market Cardenas. Those are great little stores, and we're sliding into. They're small, they're quaint, and easy to get around. Now we're going to run into the Stater Brothers. This Stater Brothers is a local California store all over California. These are near and dear to my heart. My father used to take me to the Stater Brothers when I lived in California as a young man. And we have some decent deals. We have a tri-tip roast. This one is trimmed and ready to go at $6.99 a pound. That's pretty good for tri-tip trimmed. You know, a lot of these places will run an untrimmed tri-tip, which there's a lot of waste on that product. So having a trimmed tri-tip is good at $6.99 a pound. T-bones and porterhouses, $10.99 a pound. It's good to see the porterhouse at this price as well. Some stores are raising the price in that porterhouse when they're running that hot price on T-bones, and then they're raising the price up on the porterhouse because the porterhouse has that nice big tenderloin or filet mignon on the side of it. All right, let's keep rolling. Country style ribs, $2.99 a pound. Drumstick family pack at $1.29 a pound. That's a good price on drumsticks. Raw Black Tiger shrimp. This is a 16-20 count. $11.99 a pound. That's pretty high, unfortunately. $5.99 when you buy 3 on Coke 12 packs. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I like that price. 50 cents a pound better, you know, or a pound more than, say, the buy 2 get 2 from the California, Arizona, and Nevada Safeways. 4 for $2 on white corn. $3.79 each on milk, gallon milk, not too shabby. 2 for $5 on water. Here we go, $2.49 on Tostitos, Ruffles, and Doritos when you buy 4 packs. So, you know, that's a pretty good price, but you got to buy those 4 packs, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you're looking at it. Hillshire Farm lunch meats. I love this Hillshire Farm line. It has a lot of variety in it. Hard salami, different kinds of smoked turkey, peppered turkey, regular oven roasted turkey. Just a good line for $3.99 each. That's not bad. It is a little smaller pack, so the price definitely meets the pack in this situation, or the size of the pack. Keep rolling down this ad. Buy 2 get 1 free on Fritos and Cheetos. Just okay. 7-Up and Squirt, $5.99 each. Not bad. And then $1.49 each on Pepsi 2 liters, and that's a good price right there, you guys. Not bad at all. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have in store. There we go. Cheez-Its, Pop-Tarts, $1.99. That's not bad at all. Raisin Bran Corn Flakes at $2.99. Not too shabby. Let's keep rolling down this ad. What do we have here? $6.99 a pound. USDA top round steak or London broil at $6.99 a pound. That's a pretty decent deal. And then we also have Foster Farms chicken breast, half breast for $2.49 a pound. Love this half breast, skin on, bone on. It's great, best way to grill breast chicken in my opinion. $5.99 a pound on 73%. And then we have premium carne asada for $12.99 a pound. Depends on what the meat is. Depends on a lot of things on that one. So be leery of that one, and that's kind of pricey in my opinion. $12.99 on this Wild Pacific salmon. It's a 20-ounce pack, so that's just a decent deal. I've seen it cheaper in other stores. And then they're running a little Hatch chili deal as well. All right, that's it for the Stater Brothers. And now we're running into the Fry's. Fry's is just an Arizona company, but it's part of the Kroger, group of stores. And we'll go through a number of Kroger, stores, as we keep going. Here we go. We have a pork loin and pork tenderloin. Buy one, get one free. I tell you, the pork tenderloin, that is just such a good piece of meat. Great dinner. You can do so many things. Pork medallions. Just a great piece of meat. Marinated, not marinated. I love pork tenderloin. Throw it in the crock pot, shred it up. Just so many things you can do with the pork tenderloin. And then you have the Hormel tenderloin and filet as well. Buy one, get one free. Yellow and white peaches and nectarines, just $1.49 a pound. That's a pretty good deal. Cosmic crisp apples for 99 cents a pound, and a good old-fashioned boneless chuck roast, $5.99 a pound. But here's the deal right here, you guys. Taco Tuesday is alive and well. 93% lean ground beef at just $4.99 a pound. That is a smoking deal. 7% fat. Can't go wrong with that price if you're looking for the lean hamburger. We have a 2-day sale going on here. This is going to be Saturday and Sunday. Private Select snack tomatoes, 3 for $5. But man, Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, the kielbasa, beef kielbasa, $3.99 each is a pretty good price. 3 for $10 on the giant size frosted mini wheats and frosted flakes, not too shabby. 10 for $10 on Gatorade, not bad. And then Lunchables for the kiddos' lunches, $1.29 each. These are digital deals. Within your first transaction, you must buy 5 to take advantage of this deal. Mrs. Wright's bacon, this is 24-ounce bacon for just $7.99. That's not bad. And then a 4-pound bag of Kroger navel oranges at just $3.49 each. Good price on snow crab this week at $9.99 per pound. That is one of the better deals I've seen in a bit. It's been a couple weeks. And here we are. Snow crab if you're looking for a crab cracking good time. All right, what else do we have? Kroger sausage, meatballs, ground sausage, $4.49 per pound. That's not too shabby. And Red Baron pizzas at $3.99 each. That's a good deal. Here we go. Here's a lower prices kind of deal. Kroger's running their lower prices deal too. They have their bacon line. It's a 16-ounce bacon for $5.49 a pound. That's just decent. Just decent. Cheez-Its and Club Crackers, 2 for $5, not bad. And then Ballpark hot dog buns and hamburger buns, $2.99 each. Buy 2, get 2 free, Ruffles, Doritos, and Cheetos. And then the Cube Soda. This is the 24-pack of soda at $11.99. So they're raising that price up a bit on that cubed soda. These aren't the best deals. $2.99 on the 24-pack water. That's just okay. What else do we have here? $9.99 on the 18 counts Frito-Lay multi-pack for the kiddos' lunches. Excuse me. And then here we go. We're running us a decent Hatch chili deal. Hatch chilies for $1.49 per pound. Johnsonville Hatch chilies. Hatch chili bratwurst for just $4.99. That's a good price right there, you guys. 19-ounce pack of bratwurst with that Hatch chili loveliness in it. 4-pack of sweet corn, shucked, ready to go, $5. Spare ribs, $2.99. Not too bad. Boneless, skinless breast, Heritage Farm chicken, $2.79 a pound. That's a decent price. About 20 cents off, 20, 30 cents off what the regular, say market price is for their store-bought chicken. And one thing I can tell you about Kroger is they're no pump chicken, so there's not a lot of that, solution that has the salts and all the additives in it. Their store brand is pretty darn good. Oh, we're running a good little deal here on shank portion and butt portion hams. This is a Sugardale ham, and at $1.49 a pound for a ham. Why not? God, you could do that on the grill. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can do a ham. I know while it's hot and in the summers, you don't really want to heat up your kitchen. Man, $1.49 a pound on a ham might be worth it. Sea scallops for just $12 per pound. It's not too bad. These are the large U10 scallops. They're pretty good size. We have Oscar Mayer wieners for just 2 for $5. Not bad price for those wieners. One of my favorite deals, or one of my favorite hot dogs, is classic Oscar Mayer, my opinion. I know a lot of people have opinions on their hot dogs, but that's one of my favorites anyway. Loves me some Leinenkugels. It's a neat Wisconsin beer at $13.99 each. It's not bad in the bottles. All right, what else do we have? And that's it for the fries. Let's slide into the Smiths. Now you'll see a similar look on this Smiths ad. It is a Kroger company as well. Nevada, Arizona, mainly down the western side of the Arizona border. Parker, Havasu, Bullhead City, Kingman, you'll find Smiths, and then in Nevada you'll find Smiths. But they're also running that buy one get one free on your pork tenderloin, half loin, and Hormel flavored loin and tenderloin. Buy one get one free. A little cheaper price in the Smiths ad on yellow and white peaches and nectarines, 99 cents per pound. 99 cents a pound on your Cosmic Crisp apples. Here's your 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. We have that Hillshire Farm sausage at $3.99 a pound. And they're running an Easy Peel shrimp, 21.25 count at $6.99 a pound. This is a raw product. It is deveined, has the shell on it and tail on it, but at $6.99 a pound, that's just okay. Ooh, and look at this smoking deal, a little cheaper price on the Heritage Farm boneless skinless breast chicken at $2.69 a pound. Not bad. Entenmann's. Love me some Entenmann's donuts. Buy one, get one free. Not bad. Frosted mini wheats and frosted flakes, 3 for $10. That's the giant size box, and that's a good deal. Here's your weekly digital deals. Lunchables at $1.29 each, and then the party size bag of Lay's, just $3.99 each. Not bad, but this Mrs. Wright's bacon, $7.99 each, is a good deal. And I'll tell you, this large 18-ounce pack of blueberries for $2.99 each, that's a good one. I don't think I called that out in the last ad that I... and then here's that good deal on the snow crab. This is sold in a 2-pound box. I don't believe you can get it at the same price sold in the service counter, but the 2-pound box is nice for $9.99 a pound. Tyson nuggets, strips, patties, dino nuggets, all $4.99. Not too bad for a quick and easy snack. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios at $1.79 a box. Not bad at all. 8.9 to 12-ounce box, so it's the smaller box, unfortunately, but that's still a pretty decent price. There's your Kroger sausage, meatballs, bratwurst, and ground Italian sausage for $4.49 a pound. That's a pretty decent deal. Red Baron pizzas, $3.99 each. And then there's that Kroger bacon. It's the whole line of bacon. I think there's a low sodium, a thick, a regular, at $5.49 per pound. That's just a decent deal. Club crackers and Cheez-Its, 2 for $5. Mix and match. Buy 2, get 2 free. Ruffles, Doritos, and Cheetos. Buy 2, get 2 free. There's that cube soda deal. Not the best deal. 24 pack of water at $2.99. That's decent. Frosted Flakes, this is the giant pack. And then Cinnamon Crunch at $3.49 per box. Not too bad. Let's see here. So we have Simply Truth Natural breast chicken at $5.49 a pound. That's kind of a regular price for them, but it is a decent product. And then here's that Frito-Lay multi-pack, 18 count at $9.99 for the kiddos' lunches. And then here's that really good Hatch chili deal. Hatch chilies are just $1.49 a pound, and that great price on the Hatch chili Johnsonville bratwurst or sausage, however you want to look at it, $4.99 each. This is kind of cool. Hatch chili peanut. Shelled peanut at $1.99. That's not bad. Shucked 4 ears of corn for $4.99. Pretty good price. Boneless chuck roast. They're running theirs at $7.99 per pound. But here's that good Sugardale ham portion, shank and butt for just $1.49 a pound, as well as that sea scallop. That's the U10 sea scallop for $12 a bag. And then we got the wieners at 2 for $5. I don't know why that makes me laugh. I'm sorry. Let's keep rolling down this ad. See what else we have. Tortilla chips, 2 for $4. Roma tomatoes at 99 cents per pound. And I think that's going to do it for the Smith's ad. Now we're going to roll into some Vons. Now this is Albertsons and Vons. And this is mainly Nevada and I believe California. So they're running a $1.99 a pound on a digital coupon for their red and green grapes. Not bad at all. And then the Mandarin 3-pound bag oranges for just $3.99 per pound. Pretty decent price on bone-in New York strip or Atlantic salmon, fresh, $9.99 a pound. We saw Stater Brothers run a little cheaper price on the New York strip, if I remember. I think it was only a few cents difference, but cheaper nonetheless. And then you have Jennie-O ground turkey and 85% ground beef for $4.99 a pound. The 85 is that classic grind. In my opinion, 85 is a beautiful hamburger as far as taste. You know, you're not going to get too much shrinkage. So that's a good price for the 85%. And then their boneless, skinless breast at $3.99 a pound is just okay. Back to school deals, you know, $1.99. These are digital deals right here. You know, just look for this back to school POS. You know, their shelf label. It's called point of sale. So just take a look. Buy 2, get 2 free on Coke products, it looks like. That's not bad. Just look at that regular retail. Make sure you're getting a decent deal. Buy 2, get 2 free on Frito, Lay's, and Sun Chips. And then $2.99 on Dreyer's ice cream. Not bad at all. Wow, here we go. Yoplait yogurt at 39 cents each. Why not? Dave's Killer Bread at $3.99 each. That's not bad. And here's some more of those back to school deals. Let's keep rolling down this. Pick 4 or more and save. You know, there's usually some decent deals in here. Taco seasoning, 79 cents each. That's the McCormick's. That's the decent one. Fruity Pebbles, Honey Bunches of Oats, $1.99 a box. So there are some deals to be had in these little tiny coupons. $8.99 each. That's a 15 to 18 count. Frito-Lay variety pack. That's a good deal. We saw that $1 or more at other places. Red Baron Pizza at $3.99. Not bad. And then here's $5 Friday deal. Blueberries, 18-ounce pack of blueberries for $5. Now we saw a cheaper deal on that at another store, but that is decent. And 2 for $5 on Doritos. Not bad. Lobster tail. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this lobster. It's only the 3-ounce at $5. It's just okay. And then the Chilean sea bass. It's a 3-ounce piece for $5. I'll tell you, sea bass. God, that is one of the best pieces of fish I've ever eaten. And it tastes just like a steak, in my opinion. So that's a pretty good one. If you want just a little taste of some sea bass. $5.99 a pound on an 80% lean ground beef. That's just okay. And then we got our Hempler's brand bacon, peppered and original. Buy one, get one free. It's a 20-ounce pack. Hempler, you know, that's those European pigs. They're a little smaller pig, a leaner pig. That is a gorgeous bacon if you ever have bought an Hempler brand bacon. Not bad. Cantella's grilled sausage, 16-ounce pack at $3.99 each. That's a good price for the sausage. Let's see what else we're running here. And that might be it. A lot of these are just, yep, and that's it. And that's it for the Vons store. Now we're going to run into the Ralphs. Ralphs are mainly in California, as far as I know anyway. And they're under the Kroger hub as well. So you're going to see some similarities in these ads. And they're running the flat meat for $7.99 a pound. I've been preaching this for weeks and months. Flat meat, carne asada. Beautiful piece of meat. It is one of the best carne asadas out there, in my opinion. And it's $7.99 a pound. That's decent. We got black, red, and green grapes at $1.99 per pound. And 2 pounds of seedless watermelon for just 99 cents. Not bad. The 2-day sale, there's that Hillshire Farm sausage, Saturday and Sunday for $3.99, and we got an Atlantic salmon deal, $9.99 a pound. That's a good price. Good price for Atlantic salmon. Just decent in the market. We have our Foster Farms chicken. Looks like it's breasts, drumsticks, thighs, and whole fryers. Buy one, get one free. And Intamin's Donuts. Buy one, get one free. There's that giant size frosted mini wheats and frosted flakes, 3 for $10. Not too shabby, 10 for 10 on Gatorade. That's a good one. Digital deals. Remember, when you're in the Kroger company of stores, these digital deals on the first transaction, you got to take advantage of that limit of 5. And Lunchables for $1.29 each is a pretty decent deal. Lay's chips, this is the family size pack at $3.99 each, and then 18-count eggs for just $4.99. Not too shabby, you guys. There's that snow crab cluster. Crab cracking good time for just $9.99 a pound. What else are we running here? Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Honey Nut Cheerios at $1.99 a box. Kroger meatballs and classic sausage and ground sausage for $4.49 per pound or each. Red Baron Pizza at $3.99. Boy, you see that's been a standard across all these stores. And then buy two, get two free Ruffles, Doritos, and Cheetos. Buy one, get one free on ice cream, Baskin Robbins. Oro Wheat, buy one, get one free. 2 for $5 for Cheez-Its and Club Crackers when you buy two. So you have to buy two in this situation. $2.99 on the water is not bad. This is a 90% lean ground beef for $7.99. That's just okay. That's a pretty good. It's a natural product, vegetarian fed. Excuse me. And then we got the Frito-Lay multi-pack 18 count for $9.99. We have seen that cheaper elsewhere. And then here's that Hatch chili deal again, $1.49 per pound on your Hatch chilies, and then that Johnsonville Hatch chili sausage for $4.99 a pound. And then those very interesting shelled peanuts Hatch chili. That's interesting to me. Baby back rib at $5.99 a pound. That's expensive, but this shucked corn at $5.99, it's not too bad. I'd like to see that at $4 or $5 rather than $5.99. And then Sara Lee hot dog buns and hamburger buns for $3.49. 51 60 count cooked shrimp at $7.99 a pound. It's just okay. Reynolds chorizo at $2.49 each. It's not too bad. Roma tomatoes at 99 cents each. Not bad. And that's it for the Ralphs. All right, let's hit the Smart&Final. Smart&Finals, I believe there's some in Arizona and California. And they've got the leg meat on sale. Sold in a 5-pound bag for just $2.49 a pound. 18 pack of blueberries for just, or 18-ounce pack of blueberries for just $3.99 each is pretty good. $3.99 a pound on 73% lean ground beef. I hate to say lean because it is 27% fat, but that's how it's stated. In a 5-pound tube. So $3.99 is a good price for that at this point. Fritos and Cheetos for $2.49 each when you buy 4. On Lando Frost lunch meats, and that's a 16-ounce pack for $4.99 each. Not bad. Here's some produce prices. Small Hass avocados, 2 for $5. 2 for 98 cents on cucumber, or 98 cents. And then white onions for 69 cents per pound, and Roma tomatoes at 88 cents per pound. These are pretty normal, regular prices for this company in particular. This also, everyday low price, $1.25. You get a hot dog every day. Bar S, $1.25 each. Not bad. And then they're running the flat meat deal as well for $7.99 a pound. One of the best carne asadas in the market, in my opinion. Good old-fashioned boneless, skinless breast chicken for $2.99 a pound. Not bad. Keep rolling down this ad. For $6.49, this is a 38.5 to 55-ounce box of cereal for $6.49 each. That is a pretty good price. So there's some pretty decent. When you buy 3, save 3 instantly. So, look for the POS and see if you can save some money. Where wheat bread for $2.99 and Foster Farms chicken strips at $5.99. It's not bad. Whole fryer at $1.69 a pound and 10 patties for $12. All right, let's roll into the food for less. That was it for the Smart&Final. $7.79 a pound on your flat meat. One of the best carne asadas in the whole market, you guys. Right there. 99 cents on drumsticks and 99 cents per pound on yellow and white peaches. Not bad. Food for Less is a Kroger store, and here's the 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. Hillshire Farm sausage at just $3.99 each. Jennie-O ground turkey, $3.99 each is a good price. 4 for $10 on Ruffles, Doritos, and Fritos, and a good price on Lunchables at $1.29 each. Not too bad. We have Digital Deal, $3.99 an 18 count. And we also have ribs at $4.49 a pound. Just some decent deals at the Food for Less. And you guys, that is it for me today. We have went through 3 states of stores, local grocery stores. And I hope that you can go around to a few of these stores in your local area and find a good price and save some money. Please hit the free subscribe button and hit the like button to save money today. I will see you in the next video breakdown. Bye now.